Right, so it's March and it's -2 degrees outside for some fucking reason. It's not too bad. I'm warming up for squat at the minute, so got 2 shoulder drills, wall size for a bit of mobility. Got some banded W's and T's, just for a bit of warmth and a wee bit of low level strength work. Hack squats and then barbell squats. Today's workout. So on week 3, so I've done kind of intro week. The first week, which is the highest volume week, but also the lowest average intensity. This is the second highest in average intensity and the second lowest in volume. So the ramp is 432, 75%, 80%, 85%. So today that means 190, 205, 220. It was 217. I'm just going to round it up. So yeah. So here it goes. Feeling pretty good. Had a good weekend. Didn't do my assistance work on Saturday, so I've been doing assistance workout on Saturday, which is like pull up, dumbbell press, some rotator cuff strength work. But I've kind of been feeling my shoulders not really getting a break, and my shoulder feels pretty good just now. Next week we're away in Fife for a holiday, so I'm gonna have to try and see if I can get like two. I worked out if I can get 2 workouts in. I can do 2 SPD sessions. They'll be long sessions, but they'll get the SPD training of the week done. I'll probably not get any assistance work done that week. I'm meant to be leaving Friday, but I might stay behind today, which means I can get 2 assistance workouts in this week. So we'll see how it goes. I have been feeling that my shoulder's not really been getting a break, so the Saturday off it also works for my lifestyle, because it's a bit harem scarum at times, just with having a family. We're away quite a lot, and also competitions, you'd be away quite a lot with that as well as a coach. So I think I've pretty much got 1 a month this year. So Saturday doesn't really normally work for me as a day in terms of training, so I might bring some of the more important stuff into the week somehow. But I do like more training days. I do like 5 training days. I guess it gives me something to get up for. It's pretty good. But yeah, it's something I'll kind of hash out. But pretty quick one today. Just squat and single leg. Started my warm ups just now. Done a wee bit of work. So it should be like an hour 15 all in. Not that you care. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that shite. And I'll catch you in the next one. Well, you gotta watch this one first, right?
Well, howdy there. So this is yesterday's workout, and we're finally getting in touch with the week. So this is the 432 waves, 75%, 80%, 85%. Typically, this is one of the weeks where I will put the weight up. I normally don't put the weight up past the percentages on week 1. Sometimes on week 3 I might. I think normally on week 3 though I wouldn't. Week 2 and 4 are normally when I would kind of push the intensity a bit more, put the weight up on the 6th set, because that's kind of the nature of the program anyway. So I feel it kind of just fits in with the structure of what it is anyway. This was a really weird squat session. Had a pretty good weekend in terms of food, well fed all weekend. Sleep was pretty good as well. I got probably 7 hours, 6.5, 7 hours before this workout, and since this was an early morning workout, that's a pretty good amount of sleep. I felt recovered. I felt like I wanted to train. Felt pretty good before I started warming up. Warm-ups felt alright. I was kind of aware of my quad on my right thigh. I didn't think it was in danger of being injured, but I was kind of aware of it and felt like it was kind of heavily fatigued. This was a very strange squat session, as in no set felt easy typically as it feels easy. So normally for me, when a squat feels easy, it comes up pretty quick and it doesn't feel effortless, but I can feel like I'm accelerating the bar. I can feel like I'm imposing myself on the bar, as it were. Whereas all of these sets felt steady. None of them felt difficult. Probably the 220s at the end maybe felt a little bit difficult. Maybe the fifth set maybe felt a little bit difficult. but they all felt slow. None of them felt quick. But it just felt like I just knew I was in the right position. I knew I just needed to keep kind of pushing in the same direction. My balance was solid. I felt like my control was solid. They all felt very controlled, is probably a good way of putting it, which is not normally how I squat, but I'm under like a hell of amount of fatigue at the minute. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why they maybe didn't have the same kind of bar speed as I would normally like to have on an easy set. But none of them felt difficult per se. So I certainly wasn't questioning if I was going to fail them or not. They all felt relatively straightforward. So it's not the heaviest I've squatted this year. I've done 230 for a double is the best I've done. So 2x2 at 230 is not far away from that. It is definitely the most amount of fatigue I've been under though this year so far. Just with the nature of the program, which is fine. It's kind of to be expected. I didn't push the top double because I didn't think it was the right decision. So I just did 2x2 at 220. It looks pretty well controlled. It looks like the line is good when I'm watching it back. This is my first time probably watching it back on screen. It does look relatively easy. There's not really slowing down lows, it's just slow in general. And then I'm just playing around with some single leg stuff. Mike Tushir does these quite a lot. So I was playing around with these, see how they felt. Not sure about them. I was definitely getting a bit of a pump on the lead leg. But I just think in the garage, maybe if I did them if I set them up in the rack, because there's a bit more space kind of laterally there, it might work a bit better. But it just felt with the cage there, and then I moved it across a bit to get away from, so my foot could kind of go back more. It just felt awkward. I'm not sure about it. I might try Zercher grip split squat. I just think I need to get away from holding the bar up in like squat position, because it does kind of aggravate my shoulder. And I got a bit of a warning shot across the bow last week after squats I did my single legs. And on the second set, I think, or the third set, I was getting like a bit of pain in the scap, so I called it there. So yeah, so that's kind of that session. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.